There is a new generation of AI that isn't just answering questions, it's literally building entire systems on its own. And what's even more amazing, it can create agents, test, fix, and improve its own code without you having to write anything at all. Today, I'm going to show you in practice how MiniMax M2.7 can be used to create real projects, from dashboards to complete automated systems. Alright, so let's get to the video. This here is the MiniMax M2.7, a model that was designed to work as a true systems architect. Unlike other AIs that only generate code or text, here the idea is different. You describe what you want to build, and it organizes everything by itself. It can create multiple agents working together, use tools automatically, analyze errors, and fix them. And it can even improve its own system over time without needing a human. In practice, it's like having an entire development team inside a single AI. And the most interesting thing is that it can be used via API. In the cloud, that's right. By following these simple instructions, you can connect one of the most advanced AI models available today to a workflow you're already used to. After you complete this process, just open your terminal, log into the cloud, and that's it. You're already using the MiniMax M2.7, so the setup process is very simple. I'll leave the link right here in the description of this video. You're going to copy this code, open your file manager, and go into the cloud folder. Then you're going to edit the 7S file, putting exactly this code here and just inserting your API key. Once that's done, when you open cloud, you can already use MiniMax M2.7 in a super simple way, in a workflow you're already used to. So now let's see all of this working in practice. And imagine you want to create a complete dashboard to track the dollar's fluctuation over the last 6 months here in Brazil. You don't need to open Excel or program anything at all. You just use a prompt like this one here. Create a responsive web dashboard that shows the dollar's fluctuation here in Brazil over the last 6 months. Include interactive charts, monthly comparison, moving average, and highlight peaks and drops. Fetch the data automatically from a reliable API and organize everything in a modern interface with a dark theme. Also include a section with automatic analysis, explaining the main variations, and just look at what happens. He doesn't just create a dashboard. He organizes the entire structure of the project. Interface, logic, data, everything connected. And if something goes wrong, he analyzes and fixes it himself. Done! He's already finished building my dashboard here, and look how interesting, it's totally automated. I have here a moving average, which I can enable or disable. Here in the charts, I can also monitor everything that's happening in real time. Why? Because he's using the Central Bank of Brazil as a data source here. So all the fluctuations that have happened and are still happening will show up here on my dashboard. And that's amazing, because I was able to create this dashboard with a reliable API using just a command prompt. I didn't ask for any kind of editing, and it already gave me this ready-made result here. I have automatic analysis. Peaks and drops, dollar variation over the last 6 months, current rate, lowest rate, highest rate, and total variation, all updated in real time. This is really amazing because I have here a fully functional dashboard. It's not just a pretty application with only front end. Using a system I was already familiar with, which is Cloud Code, I can simply type my command there. Using the Minimizer API, MiniMax M2.7, and it will give me a result like this. Next example now. Well, this is where it gets really interesting. You can ask it to create a product and then automatically improve that product. Check out this prompt. Create a simple SaaS system for personal expense management with user login. After creating it, analyze the system, identify possible improvements, and automatically implement new features, such as smart categories, charts, and alerts. Run tests, fix errors, and optimize performance without manual intervention. So this is no longer just code generation. This is an AI working as a developer, QA, and architect at the same time. Done. It has already finished developing my app here called Expense Tracker. So I'm going to enter my email and my password here. I'll log in and that's it. I already have my complete dashboard here. Check out the demo data. Expenses by category, monthly evolution, balance, income, expenses, savings, recent transactions, salary, Uber to work, extra groceries, Netflix, rent, budget alerts, smart insights, spending forecast, current spending, monthly average, projection, diary. Here I have food, transportation, housing, and health. In transactions, I can view all the movements I've made in my account. In categories, food, transportation, housing, health, leisure, education, salary, and so on. And here in reports, monthly evolution, assets, top expenses, and trends. And I also have my settings here, where I can choose the currency, switching between real dollar and euro. And here in the danger zone, I can delete all the data. Going back to the dashboard, I can add new transactions by clicking the green button here, then I'll categorize whether it's an expense or an income. Here I can enter the date, write a description, the amount, I can leave it on automatic, or simply choose one that appears here. I'll leave it as purchases and click save. And look, transaction created successfully. So, this type of application is also amazing because by using a simple prompt written in natural language, in Portuguese, it was able to deliver this kind of result to me, where I have responsive charts, categories, the ability to log in, to add a new transaction, and then everything gets organized automatically by artificial intelligence using the MiniMax M2.7 API, and all of this here was done at once. I didn't ask to edit absolutely anything, and I didn't have to intervene in any part of the code. The artificial intelligence itself was able to deliver this result to me with just a simple prompt, written in Portuguese in less than 10 minutes. Now, for this last example here, let's think about the following scenario. You want to automate an entire workflow, not just one task, but several. I'm going to use this prompt. Create a system with multiple agents to monitor artificial intelligence news on Twitter X. One agent should collect posts from the most relevant profiles, another should summarize the content, and another should generate a daily report with the main trends. Organize everything in a simple interface and automatically send the results to a modern dashboard with a dark theme and premium organization. Well, here we start to see the real power of this new model. You're not creating a function, you're creating an entire system operating on its own. There you go, it's done already. Check out how interesting it is. Here I have all the main news related to artificial intelligence that is being posted on X and Twitter. Everything is separated by categories, so if I want to go deeper, I just need to click on any of these news items showing up here. And then I'm taken over to X. Also, as you can see, all the agents worked at the same time. One went to X to search for the news, and the other worked to make the summary. And a third one took all this summarized information and sent it to my dashboard, working in real time. When I update it, all the news being posted on X automatically appears here on my dashboard. So, like I said a little while ago, I'm not just creating a simple function here, I'm creating a complete application. Using a reliable state-of-the-art API, which is the MiniMax M2.7, I'm able to develop a complete application, not just the front end, but also the back end, everything that's behind my application. So, with this new MiniMax model, using this API key, which is quite robust, I'm able to create full stack systems where I have more than just a nice interface. I have a complete application that I can save and publish however I want. Now, a very important point that a lot of people ignore. How do you scale this in your daily routine? And this is where the MiniMax token plan comes in. Basically, it organizes token consumption in a predictable way, allowing you to run these agents and systems continuously without any cost surprises. You can have more control over usage, optimize calls between agents, and ensure that your projects, especially these automated workflows, keep running efficiently. For those who are thinking about turning all this into a product or SaaS, this makes a big difference because you have full control over your API key. You don't get those surprises at the end of the month because you can see in real time how much you're spending. And from there, you can organize your workflow using an API key, which is almost as efficient and much cheaper than Cloud Opus 4.6, for example. Pretty cool, right? If you understood the potential of this, you've already realized that this changes everything completely. The way we create projects is no longer about knowing how to code. It's about knowing how to think and structure what you want to build. For those who want to know more, the link is in the description and in the first pinned comment, and by using this link, basically, you get an exclusive 12% discount. To get started, alright, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.